Moving on, big, giant, fat news right now is that Donald Trump has basically, he's had issues with his campaign executive, one of the top guys in the world, and because the guy's used to, he's being hired, he's getting paid big money, and he's used to giving advice to his candidates because they hire him for that, and they follow it. So he's locked heads. And here's my analogy: if you go to the doctor and the doctor says, "Listen, you're a big fat slob, you're smoking, you're going to get diabetes. They're going to chop you up piece by piece. You can't eat steaks anymore at 3 a.m. and sausage sandwiches, right? Or you're going to die." And you say, "Fuck you! I'm going to find a doctor who's going to tell me it's okay that I can live this way." So I think that's what happened here. He's getting rid of probably one of the best campaign managers that is available that money can buy, right? And they officially haven't cut his throat. Corey, they cut Corey's throat to get this guy, because they said, "Look, we won the primary. We're gonna take a serious approach to being the president of the United States. So we need to get." So they got rid of Corey Lewandowski and cut his throat, and they went with this guy. But this guy, he's been locking horns with Donald Trump forever. So Donald Trump got his mini-me. But the guy who's in charge of the campaign, if you guys go on the internet and watch some of the stuff that this guy says, is crazy. He makes Donald Trump actually look like Mother Teresa.
Really?
Pardon me?
Who's that, Frank? Who makes him look like Mother?
His new CEO campaign is the guy in charge of his campaign.
Let's make no mistake. Whoever is in charge of his campaign, his name is Donald, and his last name is Trump. Campaign manager.
Here's what's baffling to me, guys. Donald Trump is shaking up his campaign because he wants to be me, himself. I gotta be me, crazy. So what does that mean? How much more me?
What's he been for the last year? He hasn't been himself. Who's he been?
Yeah. I'm fucking trying to say that he doesn't want to follow the mold of a politician, and he's tired.
Don't worry about that.
His campaign has been, they're trying to change him. Now I haven't seen that. Have you guys seen it in the last 5 fucking weeks? He's fucking been hurling piles of shit.
Well, whatever he's doing, if he's taking advice to do that, he's taking bad advice. If he's doing it on his own,
the guy's name eludes me right now. What's his name? He's got his own show. Huh?
Bannon. Bannon is his name, Frank.
Bannon. Mr. Bannon is a real renegade. He is really not liked, from what I've been reading, by the conservative side of the Republican Party, which is the same side that hates Donald Trump's, right? And to add insult to injury, Donald Trump goes and gets this guy as his CEO. His guy. This is the guy who's going to run his campaign for the next 83 days, 84 days.
Wow. Don't get too excited, Frank. It may not last 10 days.
Yeah.
We could have a new guy in with 73 to go.
Yeah.
But McMullen, the independent, is gaining steam because there's a lot of people who don't like Hillary Clinton, and there's a lot of people who don't like Donald Trump. And this guy, who seems very poised, young guy, he's 41 or 42 years old. He's a very smart guy. Worked for the CIA for a number of years. Very well educated, and they've qualified him as a legitimate candidate to run as an independent. And the rumor is that they're going to be pouring millions of dollars on him to make him, a viable candidate.
Well, I think anybody could be viable with those two opponents.
Yeah.
Now Hillary's killing Donald Trump, especially in the Rust Belt.
Yeah. Well, Donald Trump's a fool. But the other one is distrusted by 73% of the population.
Yeah.
Well, 50%, not 73, but 50. But that's fine.
Yeah, I know. This for Donald Trump, this election should be so winnable. But in the 11 battleground states, he's as low as 40% behind Hillary. It's going to be a landslide.
Donald Trump will come on a Monday and not apologize, but soften. He's not apologized for anything he's ever said, but he'll soften his stance. Say, okay, you know what? The ban on Muslims, I really didn't mean that.
Right.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to just the ones that have terrorist links and which are the ones already that the American immigration does not allow in, right?
Obama started ISIS. What? You thought I was serious?
Obama is the founder of ISIS.
That's right. Oh, you believed me when I said that.
Obama is, and here's him doubling down, the founder of ISIS. And then he says, what a most valuable player is in a sports team? That's what Hillary Clinton is. She is the most valuable player in ISIS. What does that mean?
That's right.
He doubles down, and so then they made him go back. They made him go back. They probably read him the Riot Act, and he goes on television, right? And he says, what's wrong with these journalists, right? Don't they understand sarcasm?
I'm sorry. I don't think you can make jokes about Obama, Clinton, and ISIS and be expected that you're just kidding around and having fun. I mean, I don't think there's anything funny about that. Yeah. So.